Is this gonna work? Will this work? I hope it works. Am I audible? Am I here? Are we now? What is even happening? Hello everybody, this is Miranda the Hybrid. I really hope you can hear me, and welcome to ARTBLOCK Friday. Now, you might notice I'm in a pretty good mood, and I know I haven't been posting that many videos. I have God knows how much stuff going on in the background, so video posting will eventually start again, but I'm extremely happy right now. Why am I happy? Let me show you why I am happy. Finagling and extra little dongles and stuff, but we are actually streaming from the iPad tonight, so you can actually see what I'm doing and it's not going to be blown out and stuff. I hope this works, and I hope that my MacBook Pro doesn't burn itself into the ground, because my god, its fans are screaming right now. I'm going to be looking downwards most of the time, because for once I'm not staring at a screen over here, I'm actually looking downwards. And yeah, can you hear this thing? Listen. I really hope it doesn't, I hope it doesn't burn up or something. This poor thing is really running hard. I mean, it's a MacBook, it's a 2019 MacBook Pro with like the more cores than it should have. It should be able to run this, but if it doesn't, I'm going to probably have to switch to here, and there's going to be a pause, or maybe ARTBLOCK Friday will just end early. This is an experimental kind of day. But yeah, I hope it works. So we're gonna get going. Ah, we have Wazzle and Diva here, and Aquila. Hello, everybody. Wazzle, Diva, I need you to be my testers for a few moments. Am I audible? Can you hear the crazy whir my MacBook's making in the background? Because today we're actually drawing on the iPad. It's super exciting. I'm going to keep this over here. I need to shut down the stream. This is what it looks like. It's really cool. Oh, this means I also have to monitor the chat from right over here, so things will be a little bit different than usual today. And the Hot Boy fans. Oh no, I really hope it doesn't freak out too much. I don't get it. Yeah, it's a $2,000 computer. It should be able to keep up with a simple stream. We will see though. Do you need to be lifted up, buddy? I'm gonna put it on something so it can vent a little bit better. Everybody needs to vent now and again. There, you are elevated, my sweet little boy. Okay, so today's ARTBLOCK Friday. You guys can go along with the theme of sneak. I have a single panel left to do of the Webtoon, and I'm going to finish it and publish it tonight after the live stream. And I've been wanting to do it for a while, so that's what we're going to do. You guys can doodle, I'm going to doodle. I have no idea how to do the music setup right now, so there won't be music for this particular stream. Actually I can just play it from my computer. What am I talking about? Okay, let me jump over to YouTube over here. I'm not so sure if you'll even be able to hear this. Let's see how many followers I've lost. Oh, we're still at 42K, that's a surprise. YouTube Studio. One! We lost one! It's okay. I have come to... Not monetization, jeez. I've come to, what is it called? I've come to accept the fact that this is still a new channel and I can't do everything, and I'm going to lose a bunch of followers in the next few months just because I'm figuring things out. I have come to terms with that. I've come to peace with my destiny. So everything will be okay. But here, let me show you what's going on in the background. Okay, you guys have only been able... Actually, no, my face is huge. You've been able to see my face. Let me show you what's going on over here, if I can shrink this buddy boy. Nope. What? There we go! Oh, guys, check this out. Wait. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I always find it's like, woo, it looks like a swinging tail from the inside. You're like a happy dragon walking along and you just get the swinging tail. That's what this reminds me of. But okay, let me show you the giant update and the absolutely fantastic thing that has changed, that's new to our stream. Bada bing, bada boom. You can see my iPad screen. Like my actual iPad screen. I am keeping this down here. If it's too annoying, well, I don't know. But I'm keeping this down here because I don't know if this is going to work very well yet, and I don't know if the MacBook will be able to keep up with it. So for now, we are going to have the trial mode of this on and see how it goes. But this is amazing because just like, come on, you. Oh, I don't want to delete that. Oh crap. No, stop it. Bad iPad. No, you're a good iPad. Never mind. Don't listen to anything I say. Music in the background. This is so cool. So amazing. Is it? Yeah, it's in order. Hopefully this won't be too loud. Oh my gosh, the fans are so loud. I am so sorry. Let me move the, what I can do is I can move this way over here and you're staring through the camera. Let me flatten it out a bit. If I can keep this out of the camera view, tilt it towards myself so the microphone is a little bit further away. This actually might work. Let's try this. This is absolutely new for the channel. Do I need to get you some air conditioner or something, buddy? Just want to make sure. I think it looks like the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this over here so I can see when a new comment pops up. This is honestly the only way I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna start doodling. And let's see how this goes. It is hot in here. You, MacBook, are making it hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Okay, so this is literally the last panel I have to finish in this chapter of the Webtoon. So I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and then maybe I'll do something else afterwards. But I'm gonna keep this to be a little bit of a shorter art block because I want to finish this, and then, you know what? No, there's technically nothing lewd about the commission I have to work on. So I'll do that. But here, before we do anything, I'm gonna go put on a smaller shirt, or not smaller, less, what's the word? I'm gonna put on something that won't make me sweat like a pig. So, give me a second. I'm very hot right now. And planning-wise, I have to color in this, and then I have to color in everything else. So I will be back. Diva Wazzle, can you see my iPad screen? Is it visible? Because that is literally the advancement that's being made for this particular live stream, is the fact that you can actually see it for once. Like, actually see it. It's so cool. Wait, let me put on a different shirt. I'm so hot. I have returned. Hello, we have other people. It looks like Void Child in there. Wait, can I watch my own YouTube screen? Is this possible? I want to see if I can watch my YouTube stream. Is this possible? I can watch my own YouTube screen on YouTube. And I can look at the hot chat. Oh my god! Wait, the lag. I can watch my own YouTube screen on YouTube. And I can look at the hot chat. Wait. Oh my god! Wait, the lag. Okay, what I'm going to do, and I know this is going to be really silly, but check this out. I'm watching my own stream on YouTube, and this will actually allow me to check, to make sure that it's streaming properly. So this is a cool advancement. Also, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to use Photoshop, because the brush lag has been so horrible lately that I basically can't draw anything for more than 10 minutes before it becomes just a pain in the ass. So let's get drawing. I am ready to finish this frickin' doodle. And this also, seriously, it lets me keep up with the chat, which is great. So let me put it into default. No, not multiplayer. Ah! Get out of here! Get out of here, you filthy animal! Okay, there we go. I can actually watch what you guys are doing. Let's get drawing! I'm excited! This is the first time I can actually stream my iPad drawing to you, and it's great! Void Child, oh no! Find that tablet pen! What are you doing? Oh, this is so cool. I can keep my audio library on the right, I can keep my live stream on the left, I can draw on my iPad in front of me, and my MacBook is making a horrible amount of noise. This is an amazing stream! This is such an advancement. Okay, let's do it. Let's freaking do this. Yeah! I want to see how smoothly it actually does things, but it's... Oh, this is so cool because it's also letting me see... You know what? I'm gonna turn your screen brightness off just to save you the trouble, little buddy. Please be safe. I love you. Okay. Hello, Libby Looper. Okie dokie. What was I doing with this? Okay, first I need to draw some of the background. Here's the funny thing about this particular scene. Most of it's going to end up being blurred. So, I'm going to draw in one piece at a time, and it will be skeet skeet. Is that even a thing, saying it will be skeet skeet? I don't know. I'm just super duper excited. I am so excited. I've been waiting to try to find a way to actually stream Procreate to YouTube for the longest time, and for the most part, it's almost impossible. So if this goes well, and it looks like it's going really well, I'm going to buy reflectors so you don't have to see this thing over here. So I will actually buy it. We will get reflector. We will be Gucci, my dudes. I'm gonna shrink this down so you guys have a nice background to look at. Oh man. Wait a moment, let me shrink my face even more. My face is not the important part here, it is my art. There, that should be good. Okay, buddy, please don't die. You'll be okay. I believe in you. You are one of the most expensive MacBooks you can buy. Ouch, my wallet. Honestly, I bought it a while ago, and then it turns out that, oh, you know what I can also do? Shit. Hot damn. Skeet, skeet, motherfucker. Skeet, skeet, hot damn. Yeah, I can just move it over so you can see both my face and the art. Easy peasy. But I bought this MacBook thinking that it would be a great way to be able to just travel around, because I could bring all my big programs with me. The problem is that, oh wait, it's just out. Get a little bit further, you can do it. But the problem is that the Adobe products I wanted to put onto it were so expensive. It's still not completely over. Seriously, you need another little inch. Or what about, how about I move my face? Let me just move my face in a teeny bit. There. Stop being little baby. Make this work for me. Okay. Adobe products are so expensive that I wasn't able to maintain my membership with them on the MacBook, and it was just obnoxious. So I ended up just getting rid of all of my Adobe suite because it was not worth $60 a month. Especially when I couldn't go anywhere because of the pandemic in the first place. So what I'm going to do, what did I need to do? I needed to draw in some of the background here, so I'm going to take a darker shade. Oh, it's so nice drawing on the iPad again. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong, Photoshop is extremely powerful, but from now on I'm probably going to be using Procreate. Let's see how that draws. Wow, that's decent quality. I think I might keep up with this. Can I full screen this? Oh, I can full screen it, but right, it actually doesn't get much larger than this. Wazzle is saying they've literally started making you pay to cancel, and it's so predatory. That's what I got caught into. I paid for a half year to use Adobe. No, not half year, more than half a year. Who messaged me? That was my best friend. I really hope that it doesn't pop up on screen. It might. Yep, there it goes. Oh no! All my notifications are visible! It's funny because she didn't want anybody to know she exists, and now it's like, ha, well, don't message me because I'm on my Mac, I guess. Ah! Yeah, but I had to pay about $115 to $130 just to cancel my my subscription for Adobe. And it was horrible, and I am trying never to use Adobe products again. Adobe, if you're hearing this, some of your representatives might watch me because I'm becoming a very large YouTube person. You suck! Start making it easier for people to access your products. Seriously. Yeah, like guys, it sucks so much. If you want to give me free products so I can show them off to everybody and then make it actually affordable for people to get those products, that would be Gucci. But knowing you guys, you won't do that because you want to suck people's soul and get artists' money. So boo-hoo on you. Libby's saying, just want to say your hair is hella cool. Oh, thank you. Oh, she keeps messaging me. I should probably tell her over my phone that, by the way, your messages keep popping up on LiveStream. Fortunately, it's open on my computer, which means it won't pop up on the iPad. If it popped up on the iPad, you could see it. Now, I'm so happy I don't need to detail these, because I'm going to be blurring the entire thing out anyhow, this background part. So this is literally the laziest background I get to do. Actually, no, I've had some pretty darn lazy backgrounds. This won't be the laziest background. Darn it. Yeah, but it's actually interesting. When I was setting up this Windows machine with all my different things I needed, such as I use an audio box called the Scarlett i2. When I was installing the Scarlett originally, Windows took its grand old time trying to figure out what it was doing. Same thing with installing the webcam that I'm using. It's, God, what kind of webcam is this? I forget. It's a Logitech C920, something like that, a C920 Pro, I think. And it's one of the more commonly used webcams for streaming. If you don't have like a crap ton of money, but you have at least a little bit of a budget, yeah, it's one of those. But yeah, Apple was like, bing bang boom, we don't need to install anything, we're just gonna do it. And it worked. And so I actually kind of like them for that. Okay, it's good that you can't see the text. Okay, we're good. So if somebody starts messaging me, it's going to be blocked. That's actually really nice. Thank you, Libby Wazzle. Elf Meow is asking, do you have any tips for sculpting hair digitally? Sculpting in 3D or drawing, because that's quite different. And also, what program are you using? Because those, I need to know all those things if we're going to answer. Hello, Anaya. Is it Anaya? 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 Something like that. I'm out of tea! Gosh darn it. Well, it's glad that I have a backup of water. I didn't get to do yoga this morning. I slept in. I've been starting to do yoga in the morning just to kind of like center myself, and honestly, it's been really good. And I've been able to work harder and more consistently. And I slept through it because I had difficulty falling asleep. And then I had to go to a meeting for my business, not business, but like the people I work for. And there was one of the people who I work with, because what our boss does is every Friday, one of our team members will present something new. And so one of our team members is our manager for social media. and not so, she kind of just manages everything. She's really cool, but she's an author. But the way she writes is extremely structured. So like she was doing a presentation, because I write too, but I just write whatever comes into my mind, and I do have a really good talent for coming up with stories without having to really study story structure or anything like that. I know I draw really well, but my natural talent is actually in storytelling. That's where it lies. Storytelling and character building. I have a very natural feel for it. I realized when I was in college and we had to take certain classes. Yeah, I'm bragging about myself. Deal with it. I realized that when I was in college, we had to take classes on basically how to tell stories because we were going into animation, and the teacher was going through how to write a script and everything, and I'm like, wait, I already do this, and I started looking at all the stories I write, everything, and I'm like, wait a moment, I already do this with my characters, with everything I do. This is very natural to me. And I realized that I just have a really good feel for telling stories. So I literally got anxiety sitting there and listening to my poor, smart, clever, determined coworker giving her presentation on on writing books and stuff. She's one of those people who will churn out like a book a month. She's really fast. It's her job. It's what she does. But I was worried, and I don't know why. This might be a really weird fear. I was kind of worried that learning about how the physics of a story worked in the background would curb my creativity and make me not want to do it anymore. I know that sounds super weird, but it was literally my fear. And so I ended up, and since I already knew everything she was talking about too, like I didn't really learn anything when I was listening to her. It was like, yeah, duh, yeah, duh, yeah, duh. I mean, if she's watching this, I'm really sorry I say it that way, but that's kind of what's going through my head. So I ended up pretending that I had an audio problem with Discord and logging off early, because I was basically getting minor anxiety attacks over and over again. I was sitting there, I hadn't had my yoga, I wanted to just eat breakfast, get to work, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. I had this weird sick feeling in my stomach, and I'm like, I'm already having difficulty finishing writing book 7. I don't want to have any more difficulty. Let me just come up with my stories. And yeah, I felt really bad for jumping out like that, but I really don't want to lose, I guess, my drive to finish my books, because finishing them is so important to me, and I only have one left in the main series, and if I can just get that out, then I can start concentrating on side characters, which frankly to me are very interesting. And yeah, I was like, haha, Discord's having problems, I think it's a software thing, I'll have to see you guys later, bye, and I jumped out. And now in retrospect, I feel bad about it. I'm kind of like, ooh, I could have at least explained that to her, but on the other hand, it would be so embarrassing to say, listen, I know everything you're talking about already. I'm also an author and an artist, but I don't approach writing books the way you do. I'm nowhere near as structured as you are, and I personally believe, because this is honestly my belief, if you start structuring out a story too much, it loses its entertainment value. So I didn't want to stick there and listen, have her essentially dissect something that I'm extremely interested in and that I have fun with, because then, I don't know, it becomes more of a job. It would become more of a job than an actual thing I enjoy. And I just didn't want to have to tell them that, so I ran like a big baby. I ran like a chicken, like a bird. Not elegantly like a deer. I ran like a penguin that had a piece of duct tape stuck to one foot and a peg leg on the other one, and he's carrying a very large couch on his right shoulder over a bunch of really rockety ice. That's how I ran away. It was not elegant, but that's how I did it. And that's my story for the day. That I'm a chicken and I can't stand, I can't deal with structured writing because it makes me feel scared that I'm going to lose my own drive for my own creativity. I don't know if anybody else gets like that. I don't know if it's just a me thing. But I guess I kind of have to, why did I make it look so nice? Now I'm going to have to blur it. Gosh darn it. Okay, there are some roots coming out this way, so at least I want to draw the roots in. Yeah, but it's like, in a way, I don't like teaching art in very specific manners, because art is also kind of like a magical thing, it's something that comes from the heart, blah, blah, blah. And if you start dissecting it too much, then I feel like it loses some of its magic. And it's not good when something you really enjoy loses its magic. When you can't think of a name says, "Aw yeah, I finished my homework, I can watch the stream and draw." Hell yeah. Wazzle saying, that's fair. That's a fair fear, because I've seen some of my writer friends get really frozen by all the bells and whistles that get attached to storytelling and writing. They can get caught up in making something perfect rather than just good. Yeah, that's what I mean. In a way, I'm kind of dealing with that right now, because I'm rewriting book 1. Not in a way that it changes the plot. The plot's not being changed at all, but you know, like, I guess I could just send the book to you if you wanted, Wazzle. And you can see, you can definitely tell that the first, like, 12 chapters have been edited. And then after that, you know, it's a lot more simple, inexperienced writing style. And some parts that really make me cringe in retrospect. But from what my mom and everybody who's read the book says, it's a really fun story. And so I don't want to kill my story by, like, this is how the plot has to work, this is what people like, this is what they're used to, this is this kind of character, this is this kind of plot, this is this kind of plot arc. I'm like, listen, I wrote this book in a month, and people really like it, so please leave me alone. It's like my reaction, I'm like, scared. No, when you can't think of a name. Man, why did I have to draw it so nice? That's what it feels like. Okay, I've been struggling through the last few panels. I have honestly been struggling through those panels. And then this one just came so smoothly and fluidly. It's unfair. It's art karma. It's art. It's arma. This is kartma. It's kartma. It's stupid. Why is it so nice? I did it so quickly. Okay, we good. Okay, actually, Wazzle, there are 6 books. So if you end up liking the first one, I could just send them over to you if you want, as long as you keep it secret. Yeah, some of it's based on my real life trauma, and you know the general plot. It's a purposeful have I ever told you about the plot? It's a purposeful self-insert. Just because there's so many self-inserts that make somebody the hero, it's a self-insert that has repercussions and the person acts like a person, essentially. Yeah, I think I've told you about it before. It's based on my childhood wish of, oh, it'd be so nice if I had all these superpowers and all these cool friends, when realistically, it would be horrible. That's basically what the book's about. And what the webtoon's about. Elf Meow is saying 3D. I was looking into Blender for it. I use not ZBrush. ZBrush is, no, not ZBrush. I use Mudbox. I would say, if you're going to be sculpting and not texture painting, try not to worry too much about making every single strand. Although, I think Blender actually has a tool for making hair. So you might not actually have to seriously sculpt. You might be able to, create a node and program where the hair has to go. There will be tutorials online for that. One thing I would say, it's also, is this just going to be a 3D sculpt, or is this going to be a rig that you're going to be animating? Because then you also have to put the hair in differently. So there's a bunch of different things. What I would do, since I'm not quite familiar with Blender, I think Wazzle's actually familiar with Blender, but look online for tutorials. YouTube has a bunch of them that will work really well. There's different resources throughout the entire... There's CG Society. CG Society has a Blender section, I believe. Go look online and you will find what you are looking for. For me, I'm a lot more familiar with hard objects than soft objects. Like, I make dragons and stuff, and swords and armor. If you're strictly 3D modeling and not texture painting, then you want to do microsculpting and turn it into a normal map so you can apply it to a lower poly figure. if you are going to be texture painting, then you can kind of keep the micro sculpt and then texture paint over it to add the rest of the tiny details. Wazzle saying Blender has a specific simulation for hair, but be aware. It can be very taxing to render and animate. Yeah, it's kind of what I would figure. Oh, my armpits stink today. You know one of those days where you're perfectly clean, you've taken a shower, you put on your deodorant in the morning, for no good reason your armpits are like, oocha-ka-ka, oocha-ka-ka-ka, let's be stinky. That's what my armpits did to me today. What am I doing? Okay, there has to be a thing over there, so let me mock that in. Yeah, Wazzle, this is a teeny bit of a plot thing. What is it called? A spoiler. This is a tiny bit of a spoiler, so be aware. Because I know you read it. Am I on? Okay, good, I'm on a different layer. Sickle! Oh, thank you for asking. Sickle is saying, hello, wow, how are you screen sharing with an iPad? It was a process. Okay, so it turns out that if you have an Apple computer of some sort, there's an app, and you can see it down here. It's this, God, where's my mouse? It's this thing right here called Reflector 4. Reflector 4 lets you stream your iPad screen to your AirPlay-enabled device. And it's not free. You can see we're using the trial version. At this point, I think I'm going to purchase it since it's working really well. And then, so it'll stream the iPad screen, and it's doing that right now, to my, God, my thingy. What is it called? God, my brain's doing a fart. It streams it to my MacBook, and it's all down over here where you can't see it. And after it streams to the MacBook, I have OBS Studio recording and streaming that screen to YouTube. So it's like a double step to get the iPad to actually stream to YouTube, but it works. And by your reaction, I think I might be one of the only people who's able to do it right now, which makes me really happy. But yeah, that's how it's working. I'm basically taking a backdoor approach to make this work. I'll figure it out afterwards. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my MacBook Pro is going wild in the background, and its fans are just spinning absolutely out of control. I don't think it's made to do this. On the other hand, it's one of their most powerful laptops, and it's from 2019. Actually, it might be a 2020. I think this is actually a 2020 MacBook Pro. So there's no reason it shouldn't be able to do this. Ha, I'll complain to Apple. I bought a $2,000 frickin' laptop, and this is what it's given me? Whirly, swirly, swirly fans. I appreciate Apple's stuff, actually. I don't usually have complaints about it. I shouldn't complain about something that generally just works really well. Yeah, let's turn the background back on. Oh, that's way too bright. And this over here should be erased. I mean, if I wanted to take it one step further, I could probably stream to, God. I could probably stream to TikTok at the same time. I think I'm gonna try that. Let's try that. Let's just completely destroy my internet bandwidth. Nope, TikTok. How much battery do I have? I don't have that much battery. Do I have a charger here? I don't. Ooh, super pretty. Super pretty boy. Okay. Live. Whoa, that's new. After the end of your live video, your personal copy of the live video recording will be available for your review in settings and privacy for 90 days. Ah, shit. And 102,000 are active! Okay, 3, 2, 1, beep! Let's see if I can hook this baby up so people can just watch me doodle. Hey, it turned my phone off. That was impolite. There we go. Hey, connection, come back. I'm sure the connection can come back. All-powerful computer. Okay. I think it's working now. Yeah, it should be working. Ah, too many things. I'm trying too many things at once. You know what? We're just gonna stick with this. And yeah, we'll just stick with this. Hi people on TikTok, I know you probably won't be able to communicate with me. If you want to actually see this live stream straight from the iPad, it's on YouTube right now, so you can do that too. I'm going to be talking to my YouTube audience. Okay. Oh, Diva, you have to go to D&D? Yoish. Okay, so can somebody explain to me, where did the I like your funny words magic man thing come from? Because that just confuses the heck out of me. Like, I am totally out of the loop with that particular meme, or wherever it came from. I actually don't know where it comes from. I don't watch television. I know that sounds weird, but I'm just not one of those people who enjoys watching TV. I'm just like silly. I'm gonna keep this mostly in shadow over here so there's contrast. Wow. It's so cool that I can finally stream Procreate to YouTube, though. That's so freaking awesome. Wait, Diva, you're sticking a video into meme chat? Oh, dear. Oh, wait, that video. Oh, a video that will help me understand? Okay, I like that kind of video. Okay, anybody on TikTok who's watching this and trying to figure out why I'm doing this so messily, it's because this entire thing back here that I drew, it's going to end up being blurred because we're concentrating on the character in front. Your worst fear is about to be realized. The fall of capitalism. I don't know where that came from. God, this thing is all splotchy. It has splotchy black on it. I forget exactly. What does it look like? Okay, that's what it looks like. So it's gonna go over its eyes, but that's about it. Coolio. Yoinkus. It looks kind of like somebody commented before when they saw this. They're like, "Oh my god, it's the thing from the beginning of the that's the thing that attacked her in the, blah, 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 previous thing." It's actually not. This is a completely different dragon. And Yeah, you'll see. You will see. The plot will continue and thicken as plot does, I guess. Okay, let's grab some of that. Give it... Oh, it's so hard to see it. It's so bright. You know what? I'm gonna... Since the background is done, I'm just gonna duplicate it and drop it down. Drop it. Okay, so we can just leave that right there. And that means I can actually see what I'm frickin' doing. We can merge these two down. Yoink. Okay. Now I can keep coloring this boy without blasting everybody's eyes out. I see we got like a bunch of people commenting hello. I am... Actually, if you want to ask me something, somebody says that, you're going to have to do it on YouTube because I can't pay attention to two streams at once. Right now, this is live streaming to YouTube. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble for streaming YouTube music on TikTok. I wonder if that is something you can get in trouble for. Maybe I should do like an ARTBLOCK Friday stream that's on TikTok as well, because I can technically do that. It's not impossible now that I figured out this system. This will be in a decent amount of shadow. I'm going to darken this eventually. And he wraps this way. Okay, his long boy tail wraps that way. It's going to go behind this tree, so I'm just going to straight up erase it. I'm going to choose a different one. Yay! Okay. And we need to shade that. We need to shade that. I don't even know how much I'm going to be blurring this guy. So we're just gonna have to see. Okay, let's grab this gray. Let's move back downwards. And let's try replicating whatever frickin' pattern I gave this guy's head. Anybody who ever had any sort of choir class will understand immediately what I was singing right there. I have like weird flashback memories of high school. It kind of weirds me out realizing that I went to high school only 7 years ago, and that time really hasn't been traveling as quickly as I think it has, because I swear I feel like I'm 35, even though I'm 10 years younger than that. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okay, that'll work. It's thicker on the top one. And just bloop, put it right there. Oh my god, yes, somebody just said so many trees. Ghostbusters taboos? What? Looks good? Somebody said looks good. Somebody said hi, love your art, thank you. I mean, actually, a Brillin, I can't read your name. You're saying, can you ask me something? I guess you can. Go ahead. Go right ahead. It's 2 a.m. right now. LOL. Rest in pieces. I'm really happy that they put things on the bottom instead of the top. They used to, like, keep track of every single person who came in and put it into the comment section of TikTok, which was just a mess. Okay, let's... Yeah, nice bright highlight. Oh, I love adding highlights. Look at that. Oh, you guys can't see it at all because the camera's blowing it out. Well, oh well. Can you see it if I go close? Wow, it just completely destroys it. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Ha, it sucks for you. But the guys on the computer can see it. Oh, okay. One of my YouTube commenters is saying to you guys, the TikTok commenters, hello. So the YouTube commenters are saying to the TikTok commenters, hello. Okay, so he's now a lot in the sunlight, so we can just add some highlight going up like that. And his other hand is also kind of coming out. And now his face. is in the sunlight. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop it up to be a brighter, more golden color, I guess. Which is what would happen if a black shiny object got dropped. There. So it actually looks like this creature's coming into the sunlight now. Can I blur it? Is it blur time? Is it time to blur? Yes, I think it is. So what I can do is merge these two downwards. Oh wait, shoot, no, I want to add a shadow. Shadow time! Send them to the shadow realm! I am being so nerdy and so energetic. I'm energetic and nerdy because I figured out how to stream Procreate to YouTube, which is amazing. Synth is saying highlights are everything. They are everything. Putting in highlights is my favorite part of finishing a piece of art. God, I love highlighting things. Drop it. Oh God, I'm in such a hyperactive mood right now. Yoinkus. Yeah, let's put this on a gray. Medium opacity, larger brush. Let's give this big boy a shadow, because that's what happens when you're the size of a dump truck and you're walking through the woods. You tend to cast a bit of a shadow. Put a little bit of a head shadow over there. And now his entire body will be casting a shadow over here, so we can just keep everything below him super dark. His tail might come up this way. I don't know. I don't freaking know. It's going to be super blurry anyhow. Amazing! Okay. So what I can do now... I'm going to duplicate that later, because I'm lazy and I don't want to replicate all the shading. Heh, that's the kind of person I am. Can I do the same thing with her face? I might be able to do the same thing with her face and clothes. Okay. Blur time! Let's see if I can keep this looking good. Gaussian blur, layer. Shoot, I forgot to merge it downwards. Ha! Tricked you guys. Okay, merge down. Gaussian blur, where to go? There it is. Oh, that's intimidating. That's so intimidating! Because she's like, oh, I'm doing my own thing. And you know, the audience, you guys can obviously, there's this giant thing in the background, something bad's happening. And she's like, think. I wonder what could have happened. Steps out into the light. There's going to be a snap coming from here because it steps on a branch. And she's like, oh shit. I love this panel so much. Who said grr bark bark? Pop Food said grr bark bark? Why? Okay, one of my commenters on YouTube says, "Wow, the quality sure is better on YouTube." Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Diva is out for a moment to play D&D. Sickle says the highlight is so crisp. Awesome. And Wazzle has to go make dinner eventually. Okay, you guys go do the things you need to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Okay, we're gonna work on the brick highlights now. I'm going to like that. That's a very descriptive way of describing something, I know. Just saying, but that's what I did. Tamar is a slightly rougher version of Spectra, so I'm going to be using that instead. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to dop it down an inch. Dop it nor an inch were the correct things to use in this situation, but that's what I did anyhow. Let's give it some rough, stony highlights, I guess. Or not highlights, shadows. We got some going there. We got some going here. It's so hilarious how much faster I am drawing in Procreate than Photoshop. It'd be nice if my Photoshop just decided to fix itself and wouldn't cause me so many problems, because I realized I did enjoy drawing in it after a while. But this is just, you know, it can't keep breaking like that on me. I have things to do, I have people to teach, cities to conquer, vegetables to make organic, I don't know. But I got shit to do, and I can't just like sit around and wait for I can't sit around and wait for Photoshop to not be buggy on my computer. It shouldn't be buggy on my computer. I have a supercomputer. In fact, I have two really, really high-end computers, and neither of them want to handle Photoshop apparently, so that's not on their end. Okay, there's ink on parchment. Yeah! Okay, it works. Good. Crazy Cat Tree is saying, where can I find this to read it, and what is it called? Crazy Cat Tree, go down in my video description. You're going to see Saga for PIRANTINA Webtoon, I believe. Is it down here? Yes, it's under Art and PIRANTINA. If you see Art and PIRANTINA, the first link is going to be PIRANTINA Webtoon, and that's where you can read it. Let me drop the opacity a little bit. Lord Manuel says hello. Hello, Lord. Wazzle is saying the issue is that Photoshop was an app that was used as a drawing program when it was never meant to be one. There's an inkling of truth in that. It would be nice if it was a better drawing program though, because whenever I used it as a drawing program, it did honestly work so well. Like, I've made some really cool art in Photoshop just drawing, and it would be nice if they made, like, a more drawing-optimized version of Photoshop, because, like, I have an overclocked, liquid-cooled computer with 2.5 terabytes of solid-state storage. There is absolutely no possible reason why Photoshop shouldn't run smooth as butter on that machine, but it doesn't. It has these weird lagging problems with these brushes, even after I allocate all disk space and put its brush rendering down to basic or normal instead of high. Like, it finds an excuse to be a little piece of shit, so I don't know what to do about that. Lord is saying, what about Subnautica? Subnautica, I'm playing that tomorrow, so you will see Subnautica tomorrow live streaming. There's one art stream and one game stream per week. The art stream's on ARTBLOCK Friday, which is today, and the game streams are on Saturday, which is tomorrow, because I know how to do dates. So yeah, don't worry, Subnautica will be coming tomorrow. I will also not be doing a 7-hour-long stream like I did. I think that I was having difficulty with my life in general, so it became a 7-hour escape my life moment, that particular live stream from last week. Because I don't think I've ever made a live stream that long, ever. It was just me sitting there ignoring my life problems, which I actually made a new schedule, so hopefully I'll be able to make more YouTube videos, because I know I've basically not been able to do any. Actually, I have Premiere open on my big computer right now, and it's really kind of cool because I'm going to be publishing a video soon. There's this company called Smartbox, and they reached out to me and they sent me a cool box full of art supplies, and they're like, hey, can you review this for us? And I was like, sure. And it's not like one of those advertising videos, it's more of a, hey, listen, this is the thing they sent me, and this is my feedback on it. And I give them genuine feedback. I'm not like blowing smoke up their ass or anything. I'm like, okay, this is what I like about it, and this is what has problems. And I actually do give them a genuine critique on the product they sent me, because I saw other YouTubers review products like this, and other TikTokers, and they're like, oh, it's so cool! And I'm like, listen, just because somebody sends you something doesn't mean you need to say it's good. Like, what if they send you something that's really bad? Like, are you gonna say, oh, this is so nice, yeah, go, buy this, totally, when, people would just be wasting their money? I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. That would be bullshit. So I actually gave it a genuine review, and it's actually a pretty good product. I like it. I would send it to somebody if I had a spare $50 to crunch, but I don't. But yeah, it was a fun review, fun critique to do. It took a lot of recording because, it's not digital, It'd be nice if somebody sent me like a Hawaiian tablet or something. Ah, crap, I forgot this isn't in, God, what is the mode called? It's not in clipping mask, I just drew right over everything. Whoopsies! Ah, highlighting is so satisfying. Okay, so I think those stones are high. Ah, wait, we missed one! Okay, that's good, and the light's coming from behind her. Okay, let me check TikTok to see if anybody's been saying anything. 8 I have no idea how to pronounce that. How long have you been drawing? On this stream for only like, I don't know, 40 minutes. 20 years for my entire life. I didn't realize that it's not concentrating on the screen very well. Honestly, if you guys want to see this in high quality, it's streaming on YouTube right now. See? It's going from my iPad to my YouTube screen. Actually, I'm going to keep it like this so you can see both at the same time, because that's super duper cool. Wavy is saying, just got an iPad and would love to get into drawing. What apps do I need as a beginner? Wavy, absolutely 100% please get Procreate. It is $10 and it is the best $10 you will ever spend. Yeah, just grab Procreate, and if you go to my YouTube channel, I have introductory technique videos on how to use Procreate, so it's kind of like all bundled together and it's super useful. Okay, I'm gonna keep drawing now. Okay, Wazzle needs to go make dinner. Okay, have fun making dinner, Wazzle. Have fun making dinner, Wazzle. Okay, I'm going to jump into the character color layer. Is this the sketch layer? It is. Let's rename that. Sketch. Okay, that's the sketch layer. I'm going to... There's a new layer above character color. We're going to turn it into a clipping mask and put it on multiply so that we can start shading the character. Yahoo! And I'm actually going to drag down these rocks. First I'm going to duplicate them. Drag them downwards. Oh god, I did the wrong thing. Never mind. Don't duplicate. I changed my mind. Okay, we're going to grab these ones specifically. Copy and paste. Like that. That's better. Okay. That's what I was looking for in the first place. Now we can shade her. We can merge down. Actually, I should probably finish the backgrounds for these first. I'll be lazy. I'm just gonna drop a color in, I guess. This is supposed to be like a scary moment, so we can just, I just make it like really deep. I'm gonna make it a deep color with some grunge in the background. First, I'll put Salamanca over it. That's a cool texture. I kind of want to keep that texture. I really like it. It doesn't serve any real purpose, but it looks cool. So I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I'll change my mind later. I don't know. Is there any other cool texture I can add in the background? There's a brush, there's a rock texture somewhere. Where'd it go? Rock brush. Let me drop it almost to black. That is black. What am I talking about? There. Super duper lazy background that works. Hey! Because when you're drawing a webtoon, it's not about accuracy, it's about speed. I learned this the hard way. I'd love to put more time and more effort into the webtoon, but I realized I'm spending per individual panel. Not like this entire triple panel is 3 different panels. Per panel, I've been spending about 2.5 hours on every picture, and that's way too long if I want to keep coming out with it once a month. Sausage Roll is asking, what's making all the ruckus in the background? It's noisy. Are you talking about the sound? Because that's my MacBook. Actually, you know what you might be hearing? My tablet pen is right next to... Oh, I think I know what you're hearing. My tablet pen is sitting right next to my screen, and you might be hearing me drawing. That honestly might be the sounds I'm making while I draw. Which is kind of funny in retrospect. I never really thought that a... Yeah, is this what you're hearing? Like that's my Apple Pencil on my iPad screen. That's what you're hearing. Libby Looper says, it's a cat. Sickles like, it's the laptop fan. Me? Apple Pencil. Haha. Yeah. Let's see, what was I looking for? Ah, yes, I was looking for tomorrow. What you looking for, today or tomorrow? I'm not looking for tomorrow, I'm looking for tomorrow. I don't know what you're talking about. That's me going crazy. That's what you guys are hearing right now. Just slowly, constantly losing my mind. Is that the right color? Yeah, that's the right color. We Gucci. Oh wait, the sun's falling on this one, so we can actually give a little bit more dimension to these particular rocks. Oh wow, that's a really nice texture. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's putting down a really neat texture. Wavy is saying, thank you so much, we'll definitely check it out. No problem, hope I can help you learn to draw. Cashmere is saying bah ha ha, Bats is saying he, Bats is saying hello, and then Hyuni is saying hello, I love your art, and Niam is saying hey, and then Honey is saying ah, so amazing, thank you guys. You just gave me a giant whoop of like a self-esteem there, thank you. If you want to see this drawing more accurately, if you go on my YouTube channel, it's actually live streaming right now, and you can actually see my face and everything, so that's a thing. I am thirsty. Sausage Roll saying, oh god, that's your MacBook. How hot is that thing? I don't know. How hot are you? It's not crazy hot. It's getting there, but it's not like super duper hot. Basically, Sausage, this is kind of a test at the moment to see how much my MacBook can take, because it's a MacBook Pro. It's a 2000, that's an eraser. It's a 2020 MacBook Pro. It should be able to take this. It should be able to simply stream a video, right? Why was I looking over there? It should be able to stream a video. That should be within its capabilities. But apparently not. Apparently God, I forget if this is the quad-core or the 8-core model. Still, a quad-core 2020 MacBook Pro should be able to do this. So we're just going to see. We're going to see how long it can go for. It's on an elevated surface. It has full access to being able to keep itself cool. I wonder if I put it on a bunch of pens or something, can I just keep it out of heat's range? I'm going to try that. Let me just finish drawing for a little bit. Yeah, actually, let me do that right now. What can I put it on? Oh, I'll put it on sticky pads. I hope it doesn't melt them. Because you know how the glue inside? It'd be funny if it melted my sticky pads. Okay, buddy. Come on. Up to daisies. 1, 2, 3. There. Sit on your specialized weird thingy. Will blowing on it help it? Cool down! It actually is quite hot in here. I'm gonna go open the window. Back doing this is stupid. I have a massive liquid-cooled supercomputer, and I'm doing all I can to keep my MacBook cold. This is backwards. I mean, I know that MacBooks are supposed to get hot. You know, I can also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn down the speaker volume a little bit, so maybe they'll catch a little bit less. That might catch a little bit less of the background sound. Crazy Cat Tree. I just started reading, and oh my goodness, I love it. Thank you. That makes me happy. Honestly, making this webtoon's been a struggle. It started because people didn't want to read the books. I wrote a bunch of books for PIRANTINA, and people were like, books are so old-fashioned, and we want you to do more. And so I ended up kind of getting stuck making a webtoon, but then I fell in love with the process, and I'm like, wait, why did I never do this before? But then I realized how much work it was, and so it's taking longer and longer, especially since I'm trying to run the YouTube channel, hold a normal job, and keep myself in shape. So it's just become, I boiped. It's just become a massive to-do, but I really enjoy it, and my current aim is to get one chapter of the webtoon out per month. That's where I want to go with this. Because the books are written, I'm just editing them. And so if people want to get ahead in the plot and want to know what happens, they can just read the books. Other than that, they're going to have to wait for the webtoon. Okay, wow, that panel was finished quickly. Okay, let's see what I can do about character shading. Character color. Okay, this is character shading. Oh my god, I can't wait to get my roll bar installed. I'm getting my roll bar installed for my car soon. It's gonna be a vibe. Okay, let me go into favorites. Spectra is what I use for character shading. Let's keep it consistent, baby. Okay, let's give you some shadow. It's gonna be the overall shadow. This is so dark! Okay, overall shadow. A little bit on her hand, but not too much. Coming down, I can erase the one on her elbow. It's gonna be all over her face, some on her hair. Yeah, her face is mostly in shadow in this situation. That part of her hair is going to be shaded. A little bit on the outside of her arm, that'll be fine. This way, and that way, and on the bottom of the body. Okay, we have the basic shading down. I'm going to deepen the shadows, then I'm going to erase, and then I'm going to drop this down so I can spend less effort. Because I'm lazy. Okay, there's going to be shadows under here. This is going to be shadowed. Ah, don't drop it too far. There's going to be a shadow coming up along the elbow. Ah. There was one person on TikTok who got super duper famous for their webtoon, because all it was a giant demon guy having sex and dominating a male character over and over again. And so they kept, you know, like releasing these really sexy snippet images of it over and over again, and I have no idea what it's actually about, but I am shocked that they got away with posting that on TikTok. Because TikTok's usually so stringent about things, but, you know, especially, you know, art. TikTok loves taking art videos down for stupid reasons. But you know what? A giant demon sex boy basically assaulting a small male character, and the guy literally had like a distressed expression. I was like, how is this still up? I didn't report it or anything because it's none of my business. But like then I posted a video with a mildly naked butt of an alien, and it got taken down. So I don't even know what TikTok is anymore. We can keep a little bit of a highlight on this hand. I just need to remind myself, lower effort. It sounds funny to say, but I need to reduce the amount of effort that I put into these and not make them so crazy pretty, so I can actually get more out, because people are here for the story more than the art. Now that's been a problem, because I'm like, I must make it beautiful, and that just doesn't turn out working. Sausage Roll is saying, oh yeah, I saw you customize your car with a Sharpie on TikTok, but are you sure it won't wash off? I mean, it's a Sharpie. It'll probably stay for a few weeks. The beautiful thing is that I'm eventually going to get that panel redone, like entirely. In fact, I'm saving up to have the entire car repainted, because it's an old 90s sports car with a bunch of sun damage. And I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm saving up so I can get it repainted, which means that I can probably paint over that panel a few more times before I have to get the entire car repainted, which makes me happy. So yeah, it's probably going to eventually wash off a little bit, but it doesn't bother me because that means I get to draw on it again. And that's going to be fun. Like, I'm basically, for this entire car season, I basically have an excuse to draw on my car. Like, I'm chuffed. I'm so happy. Because I usually like keeping it extremely pristine. I'm very proud of that car. I'm very proud of this hand, too. That's a great hand. But I'm very proud of that car. It's been my baby. I'm using it for autocross, and it's really fun. But at the same time, I've also wanted to give it a cool design or experiment with it, and this is a great excuse to do that. So yeah, I'm probably going to let it wash off, get it looking a bit grimy, and then I'm going to sand it down and paint it with something else. There's so many things I can do to that car. It's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna leave these shaded or unshaded, one of the two. Yeep. I'm gonna add some shadow in here. Just want her neck a teeny bit darker to let the top of the finger stand out. Put some shadow in there, put some shadow under the shirt. You know what I discovered lately? Marble hornets. Like their Slenderman videos. They are some of the scariest freaking... Like, there are full production companies trying to come out and scare the crap out of everybody, and they're not succeeding. And then some boys on YouTube make a Slenderman found footage documentary, and I have never been so freaked out by YouTube videos. It's done so well. Okay, let me check TikTok comments. That says, I dropped my mug of coffee, rest in pieces. Moss is saying, hi, I'm new to your streams. Hello, Moss. Moss, this is not Twitch, this is YouTube. Is there any way I can respond? Okay, Moss, if you're still here, if you go to my profile, and press on the Instagram of all thing, you'll actually get a secondary option to go to YouTube, and that'll lead to my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel will have this live stream. So that's where you should be going, not Twitch. I don't use Twitch because it's owned by Amazon, and I really don't like Amazon. Okay, so we have our low lights in. I want to add some highlights, because highlights make the world go round. Let's add a new layer. Let's clipping mask it. And I'm going to go to ink on parchment, which is my favorite highlight brush. Pop that up. Somebody's rattling spoons. I'm going to add teeny little highlights to the edges of these pieces of hair. Oh, I'm so looking forward to finishing this chapter. You guys have no idea. Her skin does need a highlight. At least the areas that are being exposed to the sunlight. So let's just put that in quickly and gently. There's not really any parts of her face that get exposed. I'm gonna like add a teeny little highlight under her nose. But that's about it. But even that's too much. You know, instead of adding a highlight, we should erase shadow. Just a small amount, though. There should be a little bit of a highlight on the top of her head. That's really the only highlight that we should have in here, though. Her face is aiming downwards. And back to making highlights. Okay. Gray shirt. Should have an almost white highlight in this particular lighting situation. That's too much of a highlight. There we go. Eh. Oh, that looks so pretty. She's about to get murdered, but it looks really pretty. I think I'm gonna erase a little bit in here. How is it on pen and eraser at the same time? That's bizarre. How bizarre! Do you guys remember that? That was pretty recent. I honestly have not been on TikTok that often. I know a bunch of people subscribed to me recently. Or not subscribed, followed me recently, and I'm like, haha, sorry guys, I don't post that often because I don't like what TikTok does to my emotional health and my mental health. I should probably post a bit more. I think what I planned on doing is posting on Fridays. I think that's generally what I decided to do. Fridays will be my TikTok posting day. Because I want to be able to give, you know, at least something. TikTok's not good for your mental health. It really isn't. It's awful for your mental health. If you get to be big enough on TikTok, or even like 1,000 followers or something, the amount of pressure it puts on you to go viral is just stupid. And it's really harmful, and I don't like it. Especially for younger kids. It's like, go, you can't go outside because of the pandemic, but I don't know, make cardboard huts and pretend that you take your parents prisoner and eat their livers. I don't know. Just this need to go viral, and that's the only substance that people want in their life at the moment. It really bugs me. Like, I went through this weird phase back when I just started going viral and my numbers were climbing, where I was making all these videos and I would panic when a video didn't go even mildly viral. And it was so horrible for me. That's one of the reasons that I haven't been posting on TikTok, is because it's just not good for my mental health. And I don't want that. It's like, I'm a 25-year-old. Oh, what does it feel like ooh, that's so dark. Wait, that looks so much cooler. Wait a moment. I like that a lot better. Wait. I like that so much better. Drop the opacity a little bit. Oh, that looks so much cooler. Okay, wait, merge. So much better. Okay. And then we can grab it and drag it and put it over the body again, and hopefully it will fit. Will it fit? Will it blend? Why isn't it fitting on her body the way it fit in the one on top? That's not Gucci. Yeah, it's supposed to go over here. I guess I'm gonna have to erase and redo certain areas. Oh well! That's what we're doing this for. Okay. Let me erase where I need to erase. Yeah, but one of my followers, who's actually a student of mine in real life, or was at least back before the, COVID started, she has a pretty big channel. She does really cool cosplay of Loki and Legolas. And sometimes she'll make videos saying, I haven't been getting a lot of attention on here, I guess I'll stop posting. And I'm like, don't do this to yourself! It's not worth it! And I get so worried, like, seeing so many people use social media as a measurement of their happiness. It's so unhealthy, and if I could put my body in the middle of it as a barrier, I would. I don't know, do the frickin' sacrificial... I just ended up wasting my time with this, didn't I? I think I did. Let me just redo the shading all over again. That was not worth it! But if I could, like, put my physical existence as a barrier to protect people from using social media and getting sad because they're not getting attention on it and then not feeling like they're enough, dude, I would totally become like the angel of protecting people from social media. If I could, if God came down right now and said, hey, would you like to die? I mean, first of all, yes, but would you like to die? And be born as an angel, and what would you want to be protector of? I would be like, take me now! I'm gonna make sure people don't get depressed because of numbers and algorithms. And God would be like, oh shit, you are very, 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 serious about this. I'll be like, yes I am. Let me protect the children! And he'd be like, oh shit, maybe I'm hiring the wrong person for this job, and I'll be like, let me at it! And it would just be one of those things where God's like, I think I've hired the wrong person, but you know what? They're why the heck? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. But they seem to be really, really, really emphatic about doing this thing, so I guess I'll let them. And I'd just go around smashing big CEOs in the face and being like, you are being punished for hurting my kids. And it'd be weird, and the news channels would be like, who the heck is this weirdo? And I'd be like, I'm the angel of making sure people don't get hurt on social media! And it would be a very interesting thing, and then frickin' Alex what's-his-name and Carl Tuckerson or whatever the frick his name is would be like, oh my god, it's Antifa, or some bullshit like that. And it would just be, it would be very interesting. It'd be very interesting, and I'd be like, I'm not Antifa, I'm from your religion! And then I would, like, take a golden bat with nails to their car and be like, be punished for your sins! And I'd just be, except, I'd be talking in that voice. I'd be like the Batman of angels. I would be talking in like a really grungy voice nonstop. Ah, God. Lord Manuel is saying, what's the time in America right now? It is 7:37 p.m. Sickle is saying, very valid, and Hikikoi, is that your name? Yo, nice work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, Milana Ferrante gave me a present. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's really sweet of you. Thanks. Autumn Rain is saying, wow, I'm not quite sure what you're drawing, but I like it. Thank you. Oh, Bookish Bell. Thank you, Bookish Bell. I really appreciate it. You saved me there from having to say it out loud. Yeah, the webtoon's called Saga for Pirantina. And then Cosmic Gamer saying, drawing trees for a very, 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 very long time. Yep. Just saw you on my For You page. Well, thank you. It's nice to have you in here. Love your work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. It's so weird thinking that I've had such a large impact on so many different people. Oh, God, what's it called? The MacBook's cooled down a bit. It's not quite as noisy as it was before. Well, that's a relief. But, like, in the beginning, when I was making certain videos, like, people would reach out to me over Instagram and say, you helped me get back into art, and it was such a weird feeling knowing I was actually impacting people's lives. And I guess it kind of became the inspiration behind the YouTube channel, because I realized that I can impact people's lives, I can help them, and I can help them get into art at a level that they couldn't just do in school. And so that's kind of why my channel became what it did. It was all kind of to help people. Because I don't know where I would be if my parents didn't let me go to art college. And, it's like some people have that drive and they really, really, really want to be artists. But they'll never get to be. Because of their family situations, their financial situations, heck, even the countries they live in. There's some more old-fashioned, stricter countries that don't let women go to school for art, for instance. Or heck, anybody. They don't think art is important. And but they still have access to YouTube, which means that I have a chance to be able to help people chase their dreams, and it just takes 10, 12 hours of time out of my week. And I guess it's one of the reasons that I've been trying to do what I'm doing. And it is taking a lot of time, and it's really wearing me down, and there's a lot of effort that goes into it. But at the end of the day, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm helping people. So I guess that's why I've continued doing it. And, you know, I've been off of YouTube for 3 weeks. I mean, I've been doing live streams, but, you know, I've been taking a break to try to finish some big projects for my boss. And, you know, because I needed to catch up with my life and reorganize myself. But I really want to get that feeling back that I had before, that entire reason that I started the YouTube channel, the reason that people started liking me on TikTok. I really just want to come back in stride and start helping again. Even if my TikTok isn't going to be my main source of teaching, because frankly it's horrible for YouTube video, not YouTube, for tutorial videos, because there's just not enough time in 60 seconds to make a good tutorial video. But if I can make not even a comeback on YouTube. What am I talking about? I've only been on YouTube for like less than a quarter of a year, when, you know, actually making content, and I already have 42,000 subscribers, mostly because people hear about me from TikTok. But if I can just keep pushing and keep doing what I'm doing right now, keep helping people, just consistent. It doesn't have to be a lot of stuff. It doesn't have to be super high production quality, but as long as I keep putting stuff out there and teaching people, that's all that really matters to me. And I think that should be my goal, because I keep worrying about numbers. I never really had a big following, I guess. No, we should be Inspector, not Tamar. Tamar has like this texture, you can see it on her neck. I should really just be focusing on doing what I like doing, and focusing on helping people instead of building some sort of weird mega thing. I guess it's because there's so much pressure to go big or go home these days. Like, if you don't have 1 million YouTube subscribers, you're not successful. And I'm like, I've gotten hundreds of messages from people who say I helped them. That's success enough. That's more than I could ever have hoped to do, and I'm doing it. So that should be what I'm concentrating on. And I think I need to just kind of reassess my value systems for my life in general. Like the things I want to do. I want to finish my books. I have 6 of them written. 7 is 1/3 of the way written. I have this really cool Webtoon. And I have new friends because of the entirety of what happened over TikTok. I've made some really cool friends. And we talk, and we do art together, and I help people with their art. And, you know, really, that should be what I'm concentrating on. Not the big numbers, not the glory of having companies reach out, and it's not even really glory. It's honestly kind of annoying when you get bunches of emails from companies and they're like, here, can you test our product? And I'm like, are you going to pay me? No, we just have the product. You know, I got bills to pay, and a bunch of paints ain't going to pay them. Like, low quality paints too. I actually want to start drawing by hand again, because I do so much work digitally like this that I've kind of stopped doing hand-drawn traditional stuff. So I'm thinking on Sundays? Yeah, Sundays is a good day for it. Sundays is a great day. It's like a little Sabbath. On Sundays, I'm not going to do any digital art. I'm going to sit in my traditional studio, and I'm going to paint shit. And maybe on occasion, I'll record it and stream it, so people can actually see the process behind my painting. And I just want to paint galaxies. I want to paint really cool stuff. I just want to sit there and not make art for production's sake. I want to just make art for art's sake, because I kind of lost that. I don't really do that as much as I used to. It's either art for a story, it's art for a client. Yeah, it's not fun losing yourself, which is kind of what I feel like I've been doing. So I used to be so much more worried about numbers on social media. Honestly, if my TikTok disappeared tomorrow, I don't know if I'd be worried about it. I think it would in a way be a relief, because I wouldn't have to have the pressure anymore. Lots of people don't realize how much pressure you can go through when you have a lot of followers. You feel like you have to make sure they're okay. You have to feel like you're performing for them. And if you're not ready to dedicate that in your life, it can be exhausting. And I don't know, sometimes I don't know if I'm ready for that stage in my life yet, since it happened to me so quickly and out of the blue. Who knows? I guess I'll just have to find out and just keep pushing forward like I always do. Whoop. There we go. Ah, there's a helicopter outside. I think if anything, going viral on multiple occasions and gaining a pretty big following has really just taught me about myself and who I am and what I value. And it's forcing me to let go of old problems I had. The reason that TikTok was so addictive to me was because I was a pretty unpopular kid, and TikTok kind of fulfilled my wish to be popular from when I was being bullied in high school and shit. And so, I don't know. Now that I know what it feels like to actually have a certain amount of popularity, I don't crave it as much. I'm actually starting to chase down the things that actually matter to me. That's a relief. It's honestly a relief. Because also people from different sides of my life were pushing me to do different things. So like, you should be an engineer because you're really clever. Or, you should try getting into writing because you write books. And everybody's like trying to turn my life into a production line or a career or something. And honestly, it gets so tiring. It's like, no, don't do this. Bother with your own life. Stop bothering with mine. Let me exist. It's like that entire post-college thing, and everybody's like, we see so much potential in you. But yeah, sure, thanks. Can I be happy? Is happiness a thing that you are countering into your death clock here? Or is it just... Speaking of death clock, I really want to go and watch them. Add a little bit of a highlight on the outside here. Yoinkus! I guess the most important lesson I've learned through all of this is that I don't need to please people. It's not my job. You know, it's never your job just to straight up please people. You only have one life. Why would you spend it trying to make everybody else happy when you exist? Oh, Lord Manuhame, you should probably go to sleep. If it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for you, you should probably go to sleep. I miss Unis Honest. I really want to watch their videos again. I know I really can't, but... Their videos are one of the things that actually make me happy. Oh, she looks deranged. She's like, Is this just dark? Oh, it's on full brightness. Okay, I think it's time to put in some highlights. Actually, I'm going to erase some of the shadows. I want a roll bar in my sports car. I want to kind of accentuate the bags under her eyes over here. Cat shadows? May I shadow you? Shadow, 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 shadow. Okay, let's shadow her face. Memento mori, absolutely. The Moo Land Bean says, I like cheese. I like cheese too. Cheese is good. Bookish Bell is saying, do you ever get fan art of your OC? I do not, unless it's my friends drawing it. And not fan art of her. I get fan art of Yadalon, and I get fan art of Kateru. But nobody really draws her because she's just a little character. Bookish Bell is asking also, where can we get your books? Okay, I need to show you something if I'm going to answer that. So, you can technically go onto Amazon and find my books there, but it's the very first version of the book I wrote, this particular book, and it's not as good as I want it to be. This is actually, oh, why did it skip all the way up here? This is the first book, right here. And it's one of 6. Books 1 and 2 are published on Kindle, but honestly, it does not sound, it's not good. Okay, no, never mind. Other people have read it and said they really like the story. The writing is a teeny bit, you know, it was my first ever book I wrote, so it wasn't as good as it could have been. There's actually shots in here that I put directly into the Webtoon, because the Webtoon is this exact book. But yeah, this is book 1, and I'm essentially re-editing it, and I expect it to be finished with its re-editing in about a month and a half or 2 months, and I'm going to re-upload it. And yeah, there's a picture for every chapter. It's kind of fun. I'm going to re-upload it to Kindle as a 2nd edition, and that's where I stopped editing right before. Yeah, right there. So I'm pretty far in, but I'm going to do a 2nd edition. It reads a lot nicer, a lot more smoothly. It doesn't sound like a 16-year-old wrote it on Wattpad. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but there's some parts that are pretty cringy. In my opinion, I had to rewrite an entire chapter, for instance, because somebody told me it sounded like a Vor fanfic, which I didn't know what that was until a little bit later on, and we had to rewrite it completely. Well, not we. We kind of did. They were giving me pointers, but yeah, so I'm rewriting it now because I've learned a lot. And it'll just scan more nicely. I'm just going to put this above like this. It scans a lot more nicely than it did before. Yeah, Bookish Bell, if you keep following me, or I don't know if you're following me yet, that's rude to presume, but I will make an announcement when the new book is edited and out. So you can, I'd say about a month and a half or 2. I just want to be able to put something out I'm proud of, I guess. I'm proud of the first book, and I'm proud of everything I've written. Book 1 and book 2, you know, you could tell that I was a new writer when I was making them. So I really want a chance to just go and to make everything as high quality as possible, because this is a series that I'm very proud of, and I've put so much, so much work into it, and development. Realistically, these characters have been with me since I was about 5 years old. So I really want to be able to do this series justice, and make sure it's something I can hand to somebody with a smile, knowing that yes, this is my best work. And it's actually an elongated project, because the Webtoon's going to take at least a decade to finish, because there's 7 books. But the books themselves, I plan to finish writing them and publishing them in the next 5 years. And they're also, outside of the 7 books in the main series, there are, God, how many? Quite a few others, like 6 or 7 both prologues and sequels. Not prologues, prequels and sequels. and some of them are just exploring the different characters you meet, and it's just fun world diving. Some of them are actually very important to the plot, like Yedelon's childhood, for instance. Some of them are very goofy. I have 2 elven captains, Aerith and Karagonst, and they they get their own book because they're great. But yeah, so many things that I want to do. They're world books and art books, because PIRANTINA is as much about the story as it is about the world building. And if you read my webtoon, you'll see that I spend so much time creating backgrounds and making it feel unearthly and kind of beautiful, because that's a huge point, is this character literally gets dropped onto another planet. She has no freaking idea what she's doing. And she doesn't know who she is either. But yeah, so this is, you know, there are certain authors and creators who are known for very large projects. I want this to be the large project of the first third of my life. That's kind of what my aim is for this. And I'm a little bit worried because, you know, who knows how long I'm going to live. I might die in a car crash or something. I'm hoping that I stick around long enough to finish PIRANTINA. If I can do that, then I'll be happy with my life. It's such an important project to me. It makes me feel weird thinking about it sometimes and almost cry, because I'm like, why? I guess the best way I can describe it is sometimes I'm like, why were these plots and these characters put into my brain? And who in their right mind gave me the talent to draw? Because now I feel, draw all the time, must finish. It's like, there's certain points where it becomes almost an obsession. I've been taking a bit of a break from it because I worked on it for way too long and then I had to deal with my mental health. But yeah, it's like, gotta do this thing. And the webtoon just kind of happened. But one thing I'm looking forward to is having book 1's webtoon finished, which again is going to take at least another 2 years or so. But finishing it so that people can read along in the book and then read the webtoon, chapter by chapter, and they'll be able to look at what they, look at the characters and the art that matches with the chapters. And I think that'd be super duper cool. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. Like, any smaller artist, at least. I know that frickin' Twilight has a graphic novel, but that's Twilight. They had a huge budget. One thing that would be a little bit nice is if more people understood how long this kind of stuff takes. Because I had a bunch of people leave the webtoon because they're like, it's not coming out fast enough, They're used to... There's some artists who, like, I don't know if they're in school or something, or they're with their parents, or I have no idea how they do it, but they can churn out, like, a chapter a week. And they're pretty long chapters with a decent amount of detail, and I'm like, how do you do that? It takes me about a month with my current work pace and current other projects I'm working on to finish one of these chapters. In the beginning, I was doing it very quickly because I was just taking care of my grandpa, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I could just peel through chapters, and it was really fun. But now it's like, holy crap, how did they work so quickly? Okay, fingers are shaded. Those look like weird fingers, but you know what? I'm not going to let myself worry about it. Let's put a shadow under her eye. This eye has too much shadow. Put a little bit of a highlight in here. And now we can highlight everything else. Wait a moment, this might be close to being done. Oh my god, I'm getting so close to finishing this chapter. That makes me feel happy. Can't you hear the happiness in my voice? Happy! This is what a stressed artist sounds like. We just rage at everything and then we're like, yeah, Ryan. Whatever. Oh god, that's the line art. I want to turn off the sketch. I also have an ear infection in my left ear, so that doesn't help anything. It's actually making me feel really drowsy, out of all things. Highlights make the world go round. I like putting in highlights. I know I went shopping at Aldi's literally like 2 days ago, but now I want to go to like Giant Eagle or something. When I'm bored, I go shopping. It's not very good for my bank. Put a highlight on the edge of that one. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Oh no, my YouTube stream. Its quality is at 144 ppi. Oh no, it's not. My watching quality was at 144 ppi. You know what, I'm gonna drop it to 360. Yogurt Beverage says hi. Hello, Yogurt Beverage. Zydo's asking, is this the Lots of Trees one? Yes, this is. I only have one Webtoon at the moment. Bookish Bella saying, I'm working on a book myself, a series based on one of my mom's D&D characters. That's really cool. I don't mind waiting because I love the quality work and creativity that put into it. Ale is asking, what brand is your wig? Miranda ET 1995. That is the brand of my wig. Sometimes it can get a little bit messy and it's really, really, really hard to take off. I mean, there's actually an obvious way to take off my wig, but I tried that once. It didn't go very well. I'm gonna grab this color. I'm gonna pop it over here. That works. Okay. Oh no, creepy music. We're not gonna listen to creepy music. Go away. Go away. Be gone. Be gone. Okay, we're good. Can I add some highlights in here? I didn't highlight the fingers. Oh, that's why. I was like, why does this look so dark? It's because I forgot the outside. I'm gonna put a little highlight over there now. There, now it looks so much better, jeez. Although, there isn't quite enough shading now. Ugh, the balance can never be struck, can it? Yet again, I'm spending too much detail. Too much time on detail, when I should be focusing on the next chapter! What dramatic kind of lines can I put here? I want to put a deep red line. Drama. Drama, 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 drama. Okay, drawing guide on off. Let's grab the onomatopoeic lettering brush. Drawing assist on. Let's make some division lines. Shoink, 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 shoink. Yeah. I want to add a bit of a shadow beneath it now. Watch me get obsessed over small details, everybody. That's exactly what's happening. I'm like getting into it a lot, and I'm like, ooh, what can we do to make this look cooler? Let's pop it onto multiply. Oh, that's because it's not in that mode. There. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lower the opacity just a micron. There we go. Give it a teeny bit of depth. Sneezy's saying it's the detail that is noticed though. You're doing good at your own speed. Oh, thank you. I actually kind of appreciate that. I appreciate you guys giving me support. It makes me happy. Okay, I'm gonna jump in here. My ear infection is making me feel super tired. Kind of like I constantly need to sneeze in my left nostril. Yeah, I'm definitely adding some darker areas in here. Ah, that looks so much better. I don't gotta replicate it on the right side. Oh well. I mean, not the right side, on the bottom. Oh, it also gave it some texture. That's really cool. Have you ever been on my YouTube channels just seeing my forehead because I'm looking downwards at the art? What's that doing there? Get out of there. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Let's put a highlight on her eyeball. And what brush should I use? I should use this brush. And bop it over to a very kind of saturated turquoise green. And bring it all the way up to pure white. There. Why I like doing that tiny itty bitty bit of color, is because it'll actually create some contrast against the skin color, and it goes with the more green tones in her eye. So it ends up, even though it's small, it ends up making a more three-dimensional eye reflection. And I like using that technique sometimes because it works. Oh my god, are we done? I think I only have to put in lettering? Is that it? Lettering, yes. She says over here, it's almost as if, and then, oh, we need to put in the onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia? My brain's misfiring right now. I'm having so much difficulty functioning tonight. Yeah, we're gonna make it red, just like this creature. I wonder if I can write snap normally and then just manipulate it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we got our super dramatic lettering going here. Snap! Like that, okay. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna... No! What? What the frick? That's not what you're supposed to do. Ah! I don't know what I did there. Let's ignore everything that just happened. No! Stop it! What are you trying to do? There we go. I was like, what the heck is happening? Okay, so I'm going to go into distort, and I'm gonna tilt it first. Like that. Because it's coming towards her on the water. God, I love making dynamic lettering. I'm going to go into warp, and I'm going to pull it in different directions. It looks so cool. Like, okay. Duplicate it. I'm going to drag the bottom one. Wait, first I need to make that completely black. E, ha. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, oh, bing, bang. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to grab it, freeform warp it so that it's sitting down on the surface below it, kind of like that. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it onto multiply. What about overlay? Overlay might work better. Where's overlay? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. Open up, FBI! Okay, that works nicely. And we're going to jump into this for a moment. And I want to give this a slightly different texture. Some more drama. We're going to drop the edges to a deep, more pinkish red. Like that. And the top can remain kind of orangey, but I want to give it a little bit of more character, so bright orange. And bang! Really cool word art. Alicine is saying, wow, we have similar art styles. Awesome. What webtoon is this? I'll check it out. It's called Saga for Pirantina. If you search Pirantina or Saga of Pirantina, sometimes it pops up, but it's actually 4 in the middle. But somebody put it down there. You're saying I'm about to release my webtoon soon too? That's awesome. Cool. Oh, you gave me a present. Thank you. Thank you for the presents, Alicine. I really appreciate it. Alicine is asking, is this a self-insert character? This is more than just a self-insert character. What I did is I had a bunch of imaginary friends, I guess you could call them, when I was a kid, and I came up with, an entire world for them to come along into. And when I was a child, I was like, oh my god, it would be so cool to have superpowers and, turn into... that's actually where the word Miranda the phrase Miranda the Hybrid came from. She turns into a creature called a hybrid later on. But back when I was a kid, I was like, this is so cool, haha. Let's imagine me having all these superpowers and fixing the world. And, oh yeah, war would be cool, I guess. I'm going to fight in a war and save everybody. But as I grew up, I realized exactly how horrible that situation would actually be. And so the entire Pirantina story is centered around what would happen if an author fell into the world they created as a child and had basically forgotten about it or lost hope that, anything would ever happen with it, and they've moved on, become an adult, and then they're pulled into it, lose their memory, don't know what's going on, and are kind of forced to deal with the world that they created in the mind of a child. So that's actually what this entire webtoon and what the book series is about. And it's not one of those she gets to save. That's one thing I've seen in a lot of self-inserts. It's more of a I get to save save everybody kind of thing. It's very much opposite on her end. She ends up causing horrific amounts of trouble and damage to people she gets to know, and because she's not humans on this planet. There are no humans on this planet. She's an entirely new species when she comes down. But humans aren't meant to have that much power, ever. Like, we're not built for it. Our minds aren't built for the time, the time periods. And by that I mean the creatures there live for thousands of years, or hundreds of thousands even. Humans aren't made for that. And so she had created this world, this fantastical world in the mind of a child, but then she has to live with the repercussions of all the plots she created and how many people she's hurt. So that's kind of an overview of it, and it's actually a direct self-insert. I didn't create a character. This is me. This is actually kind of what I look like. Right now my hair is a lot shorter, but when my hair grows longer and I lose a little bit of weight, this is basically what I look like. I tried to make the character as true to myself as I possibly could. And trust me, my mom was like, oh, why would you do this? Some people around me were like, oh, wow, you just want power. And I'm like, you really don't understand the purpose of this book series, do you? So, yeah, I've been a little bit nervous to publish it. The original series is written under a pen name. But at this point, I'm just like, let me create and leave me alone. Because I only have one life to live, so why would I do things just to impress other people? So this is kind of my own, don't do this again to myself. The entire, wish for power as a kid. And you get it, and you realize it's horrible. I kind of want to put a motion blur on this. Ooh, that doesn't look good. If we do that, we have to take these out of this mode. Where did I put in the text where it says it's almost as if? Alicine is saying, ugh, you little genius, you. I love that concept. Oh, thanks. It actually makes me feel really happy. I honestly think it's a generational thing. Oh, TS, hi, on YouTube. TS said hello. I honestly think it's a generational thing. The self-insert got a bad name because of a story about Star Trek, a fanfic about Star Trek, and the main character was literally called Mary Sue, and she would go through and fix everything and always have, the answer. And it was pretty obviously just, a person who wanted to solve problems for everybody and didn't feel good in real life. And so self-inserts got a really bad rap earlier on, and they continued to have that bad rap for a long time. And so I think I'm a bit older than a lot of the people in this chat. I'm 25. Okay, that's what her wording's supposed to be. So I grew up with the stigma against self-inserts because people thought of the Mary Sue fanfic and they're like, oh wow, you can't do that. And so before, fanfics became more popular on TikTok, because now it's basically a high art form for a bunch of different people, I was kind of prodding the idea of, listen, I made this entire planet for myself as a kid. I can't just put another character in there. That's not their, it's not her story, whatever. I think I was going to name her Sylvia for the longest time. And I'm like, no. This bitch ain't, I ain't Sylvia. This bitch ain't real. This is who I am. I gotta be true to the, true to everything here. And that's how the entire thing started. And that's why I have a pen name and everything. It's because I was really nervous about letting people know it was me, but at this point I just have stopped caring. Getting TikTok famous helped with that, because everybody judges you. You're never going to please everybody. So I was just like, let me have fun. Yeah, but I think of my dad. My dad really likes reading. If my dad ever heard... Ooh, we're not on the right size. If my dad ever heard that PIRANTINA is basically an entire self-insert, I'm pretty sure he would be, like, turning his nose up and saying, well, I can't believe I raised this kind of daughter. But it's like, okay, here's the great thing about being human. You die. I know that sounds really stupid, but, like... if you do something stupid, and it doesn't hurt anybody else, eventually you're gonna die one day and you're not gonna have to worry about the fallout. So I'm like, hey, well, I have one chance to get this right. Let's get it right. Let me turn this sketch off. Come on, you. Come on. I'm not getting it right. This is not going well. Okay, that's acceptable. Am I done? Did I finish this chapter? These chapters take so long. Heather Woods on YouTube is saying this sounds super cool. I can't wait to read it. Thank you. I'm honestly getting people interested in it again makes me more happy to finish it. It's really the Webtoon that's holding me behind, because it's just so much more effort than writing the books. And then she turns around. Oh my god! It's finished. This chapter's done. Oh my god, the chapter's done. I'm gonna die! Okay. I can actually do the little bip. Come here. Gimme. Exclamation point means it's done. Yes, this chapter's done. Yeah, this has been so much work. Chapter by chapter. Okay, so what I need to do now is, since these are done, hey, pop open. Since these are done, I need to format this and upload it. And actually, before I do that, I need to make sure that there's consistent boundaries between each panel. So let me do that first. Go down to green. It cuts off immediately, so I need to jump into here. I need to grab this shade of green. I need to go out. I need to jump into here. I need to come to the top. Make a new layer. Onomatopoeic lettering brush. Drawing guide empty. What are you talking about? It's not empty. Check it again. Aha, see? It's not empty. See? You silly iPad, you. Okay, I just like giving a little bit more texture in between the panels, so that's why I do this. I want to make this part feel like it's a little bit fragmented, considering he's coming in and blowing past her at over the speed of sound by at least 500 times. Quick Mick, slow down. Oh, you guys don't know it's Quick Mick though. Shit. Plot hole. Okay. Good. So those two are done. What about this one? Okay, we need to jump up here. This is good enough. Does it have a drawing? Okay, drawing assist on. Let's do that. So there's a nice texture in between each panel. Is there a consistent color down at the bottom of this one? Open! Open my beautiful iPad! Not really. So I'm going to put one at the top of here. And I'm going to put one at the top of here. Is drawing assist existent in this one? Okay, good. There. Awesome. You guys are getting massive plot holes with this, so sorry if you actually read this and you're like, ah, my eyes! I can't look at this! I wonder if anybody's going to figure out the Pirantine in this. There's like 2 different pieces of Pirantine in this particular chapter. I know there's like these 2 kids on TikTok who have been trying to figure out the Pirantine inscriptions, and I really hope they go after these ones, because these ones are actually pretty interesting. Drawing guide empty. Not anymore! Okay, turn it back on. My phone is really low on battery. Eloise is saying my self-insert keeps getting more villainous as the more I write. That kind of happened to me in a way too. Oh shit, sorry. The messages on here didn't load. By the way, my phone is getting close to dying. So if you want to keep watching this live stream, you might have to bop over to YouTube. Galaxy Wolf is saying, this is such a cool concept. Thank you so much. Alicine is saying, how many chapters did you have before posting to Webtoon, lol? What? I actually had no chapters before posting to Webtoon. I did not do the thing that you're supposed to do. Oh, characters? I have dozens of characters. Oh, Heather is asking what program and hardware are you using? This is Procreate. It's on an iPad Pro. Specifically a 12.9-inch 3rd generation iPad Pro. Yeah, I think your name is Alicine. I'm sorry, I'm so horrible with names. Yeah, Alicine. This is actually based on a book series I've already written. The 2 first books are published on Kindle. They're not particularly good at the moment. I'm actually working on editing, re-editing the first book so I can release it. Okay, I keep being really hard on myself with that. They're fun to read. They're honestly fun books. My problem is that I wrote them before I was very good at grammar. So the grammar is a teeny bit shoddy. And there's some kind of awkward writing moments in there. But that's honestly the only problems it has. I have books 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 written. Those are the ones that are finished. And book 7 is 1/3 of the way finished. I kind of ran out of steam because, oh my god, how many layers does this one have? I ran out of steam because I had written all of those books within the span of a year and a half, along with pieces of other books for other characters. And I just exhausted myself. So I took a break, and the break turned into me stopping writing. What I'm trying to do right now is re-edit a bunch of the books so that I can get back into the role of writing, because I really want to keep writing these books. And these webtoons came because people on TikTok didn't want to read them. They're like, hey, this sounds like a really cool idea, but could you make it into a webtoon? That sounds more interesting and more palatable for the masses. And so I was like, I guess. And that's why this is what it is now. Wait, why is there blue there? Oh, I see why there's blue there. Never mind. Ah! That was unintentional. Please, take it away. Do we have a drawing guide? Drawing guide on, off. And honestly, doing the Webtoon actually keeps my interest for the series lit, so I guess it's good that I'm doing it. Hello, Saramis! How are you doing? Saramis is somebody who's been on my YouTube streams before. Beverly is asking, what's your Webtoon about? Imagine a 28-year-old artist falls through a portal, and that's all I'm going to give you. It's up, so you can actually read it. The first, I think, 8 chapters are up, or 7 chapters? Something like that. Ruins? Oh! Such a good idea to run to alien ruins in the middle of the woods. Slowly losing my mind. Oh, God, I'm so close to finishing this. So close! So close! Do I have a drawing guide? Okay, good, I do. I don't think that's the right color to make this. Wait a moment. Let me turn it gray. Yeah, gray is a far more appropriate color for this. Let me go back and make sure the other one's gray too. Ah! That was crazy. Okay, there we go. Far over the misty mountains on. I always get that song stuck in my head. It happens like doink, and it's there, and I'm like, where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? With dungeons deep and caverns cold. Okay, I want to start putting in a very deepish red for these areas. And yeah, that's the right layer. Yeah. It's almost like Slenderman, because you know in Slenderman the screen goes like kind of fuzzy. It's almost in a way what I'm doing with these transitions. Then we go to the previous one. And we come on. I'm on the right layer. Oh, that's why. Okay. Wait. Shoot. Oh, and that matches the blood on her fingers. That actually works really well. Hey, okay, we got blood red over here. So we gotta finish off with blood red. I'm sorry. When I get tired, I start singing in weird tunes. There we go. Wait. I know what I want to do with this now. Okay, good. Okay, grab it like you mean it, and put chromatic aberration on it. Ooh, diggity. Okay. I'm getting weirder with age. I thought it'd be a cooler chromatic aberration than that. What's this bullshit? What's this BS? It's like... it was supposed to be more colorful than that. It's supposed to be glitchy. Wait, I can put a glitch effect on it. I can. It's completely possible. Glitch. Layer. Wait, no. Signal. Artifact. Artifact's a cool glitch type. There we go. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I'm trying to find a nice one. That looks neat. There's a nice green in one of those. There. I like that one the best. What's wave look like? Da 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 da. Not quite what I want. I want all of it. It looks so cool. I feel like I'm designing a Slenderman game. This is not what I wanted. Okay, yeah, we're going back to Artifact. Artifact looked the best. And I want to see if I can re-chromatic aberration in it. I just don't want to make it too much. Let's leave it right there. Okay. Yeah, don't want to overdo it. Alessine is saying, what do you think is the best way to promote your webtoon? Honestly, just word of mouth. Saramis is saying, I'm doing fine, thanks. Watching from work. Oh, that's cute. Thank you. You don't need to watch me while you're at work. Crystal is saying, hello. Hello, Crystal. How are you doing? Honestly, I only have like 2,000 people on Webtoon right now. It seems the best way to advertise is just talking about it. Live streams, making TikTok videos. That's how I've gotten mine as big as it is. And it's not really even that big, so I can't really even say it's that big. Okay, do I have to do this? I think I have to do this one by one. Okay. Share, PNG, save image. Ah, no, go away. Shoot. Share, PNG, save image. Share. Ping. Save image. Okay, we are coming onto the end of our stream. No, I don't want to do that. We're coming onto the end of the stream right about now because I desperately want to get this uploaded onto Webtoon. And it requires me going through and doing some stuff in Photoshop because I usually, you can notice that these panels are way longer than they're supposed to be. It's because I make elongated panels because it's easier to make flowing, God, what is it called? You can make a flowing storyboarding with it. It makes it a lot more visually interesting. It takes more effort, but honestly, it looks cool. So, we Gucci. Let me see where I put that. Are there weird pictures in here? There's probably weird pictures in here, aren't there? Anything super weird? Oh, it is fan art! Okay, one of the people on my server, she's a good friend of mine, her name is Wazzle. She made this fan art of my character, Kateru! He appears in book 2. Yeah, he appears in book 2 of the PIRANTINA series, but he's one of my favorites. When I draw him, this is what he looks like. But, yeah, she made this super cool picture of him, and it made me so happy! I was like, my son! No, Kateru's great. He's extremely smart, and he mocks everybody for it. He's the third-born prince of the Magain royalty. He's very, very sassy. He's very slutty. Oh, this is my homunculus. I wonder if this will get me banned. Oh, wait, I can't play it. Never mind. I can't play it for TikTok. There's like this thing called the homunculus. Oh, and good Doofenshmirtz memes. We love a good Doofenshmirtz meme. But there's this thing called a homunculus that my sister was talking about because she goes to school for frickin' therapy. Like, she's gonna be a therapist. And she had to learn about the homunculus, and it's just this little cartoon guy that has huge proportions. And so I made it in 3D for her, and that was my that was what that was, but I can't actually show it to you. Oh no, I lost my stream because of battery. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're on number 5. Okay, everybody on the TikTok stream, let me just turn it around so I can say hi to you guys before I leave. How do I flip the camera? Oh, how do I flip the camera? Oh. Wow, my hair is really messy today. Okay, thank you for whoever came over and stuck around for the stream. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming on TikTok. Maybe I will pull it up for ARTBLOCK Friday, which happens every Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern. But if you want to watch that, you can also just watch it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, but thank you guys for sticking around. This new chapter of the Webtoon will be out tonight, which makes me really happy to say because I haven't actually been able to do that. And people on my YouTube channel are just watching me talk to a phone. Hi, everybody. I'll be right back. Yeah, but thanks for watching. It was good having you guys, and I hope I was able to entertain you for a small amount of time for the night. I look like frickin' Jimmy Neutron with this hair. I look like the high school bully in 90s movies. That's what I look like right now. Okay, I will see you guys later. Oh, my phone is about to die. Okay. Ugh. Eef. Okay, now I can finish the YouTube stream. The YouTube stream's almost done too, by the way. All I have to do is get these. Where did I even stop? All I'm doing is I'm exporting everything else. Ah, that's interesting. I did not realize that happened. Well, you guys can now see down the massive tunnel. Oh my god, that's why the computer got so hot. Okay, the fans. The fans on my MacBook Pro have completely turned off after I stopped doing the AirPlay. So it looks like using the AirPlay to stream the iPad to the, what is it called? Using the iPad to stream to frickin' brain function for me. To the MacBook Pro and then stream it to you guys. That's what's causing it to run so hot. So at least we know now. It's not having difficulty with actual streaming. Let me increase the quality. I also need to find a way to increase the stream quality up to 1080 because it's only running at 720 right now. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. This will probably be uploaded in the next 2 hours. So, Cats, what are you doing back there? So yeah, if you're interested in reading this, or if you already do follow the series, the next chapter will be up in basically an hour and a half or 2 hours. Who is doing what back there? I already fed you dinner. Stop being mischievous. Saramis is asking, is there a way to join the Discord server? Yes, there is. Let me grab for you. Where'd I put Discord? It's on my main stream. Discord. Let me just drop the link to you so you can jump in. Okay, usually what I also do on ARTBLOCK Fridays is I show people what art people have made. Wait, I can do that from here. Let's go. Let's look at the art that people have made this time around. Let me just spin this on its little hinge so you guys can hear me. Hear me out. I didn't murder those people. I swear it was Jimmy from Department 54. Okay, yeah. I do want to look at everybody's art before I leave, because people make cool art and it should be shown. Is my screen still up? No, reflector force is not functioning. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at the art on Discord because I want to be able to show it to everybody. Okay, I need to stop fooling with that. I always love doing that. Okay. It's the non-ending tunnel. Okay, let me grab Discord. There's not a hotkey that lets me search these kind of things. Thank you. Open! Oh, update. Eat my butt. And that means I need to increase the screen. Oh, now it's getting loud again. Robert! Poodwaddle! How you doing, Poodwaddle? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into ARTBLOCK Friday. Some people did post some things for last week, and I want to look at them. Okay, so last week... Oh, this was ARTBLOCK Friday. Okay. Yeah, people were just doodling random things. And some people honestly posted some cursed things. Okay, this was all for Cyborg. That was also for Cyborg. I don't know what this one was supposed to be for. The Neo Pizza Plaza. Oh, this is for the game that Red 2000 and his friends are developing. They're making a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. It's really cool. I was looking for sticky notes to fix the mouth, but I ended up ruining it more. That looks so cute, though. Oh no, I like it. It's really sweet. Yeah, we have an entire art Discord. It's really fun. I like that. I like that a lot. And they also made this, and it looks really nice. That's really... Are you painting? I love the paint, and I love how intricate the characters look. This is sweet. This is super nice. I like that gif. Essie made these really pretty flowers that look super cute. I love it. More progress on that. This is the banner image for the fan game for Five Nights at Freddy's, Red. That looks really sweet. This is what Wazzle made. That was, that's what Kateru ended up looking like, and then this is a bunch of other people's OCs on the server, because we draw each other's OCs, and it's a lot of fun. Anybody else? Captain Ink. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't get much bigger than that. It's a little cat, and it has a butthole. It has the little X for the butthole. I always thought that was the cutest thing. Also, that's a lot of work you're putting in there. Holy shite. Oh, Saramis, I completely forgot to give you the Discord link. Let me do that. I'm jumping all over the place. Anything else? That was the panels that I made. Ella made more flowers. That looks really pretty. I love the style of the flowers. Holy shice. Yeah, and that was everything that everybody submitted for last ARTBLOCK Friday. So Ramis, let me get you this. What you're going to need to do. Invite people. Edit invite link. It's going to expire after an hour. I hope you're still in here. 5 uses if there's anybody else in the comments section that wants to join. And let me just drop that over here. Paste, yeah. If you want an art server to join, we have a really fun art server. It's really nice. You have to read through the welcome page and find the little button that'll let you get in. You have to read the rules first, though. And then it'll let you kind of just jump in, and it's really great. Okay. Well... Get out of here! Okay. Wait, how many did I have? Oh, that's why. Okay. So many Mirandas. Ah! Okay. So thank you guys for joining this particular ARTBLOCK Friday. I'm going to be restricting my future streams to only 3 hours at a time, so I don't end up sitting for like a crap ton of hours and blowing my back out, which is kind of what happened last time. It was great having you guys. I'm so happy I found a way to stream from my iPad so I can show my Procreate drawings. Way better, way faster, way nicer. And I will see you guys... What the heck? Oh wait, that's that was Jacksepticeye. Something started playing in the background. I was like, what the heck is playing in my background? Okay, yes, tonight there might be a video coming out. It is my review of the Smart Art box, because they sent me something and they're like, hey, can you do us a review? And I'm like, sure, I'll do a review. I'm actually going to be giving away that Smart Art box, and so just go watch the video. You'll figure out how to kind of get a chance of getting it, because frankly, they sent me the marker box and I have a bazillion markers, so I don't need the materials in there. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Remember to drink your water, get your sleep, believe in yourself, and please chase your dreams, because if you put enough perseverance towards something, you can achieve it. Go, destroy capitalism. I will root you on and give you some firecrackers on the way. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.